Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Sports Time. We are live at JTH Construction Studio. We have a whole host of people in here tonight. Two groups. We'll spend some time with the first group and then rotate them out and bring the next group in. Hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Sunday. It was a beautiful day, beautiful weekend. So let me go over sponsors real quick and then we'll get to the guests. Once again, we are live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Joe says hello.
Yeah, that's my husband and my ex-husband back to back.
Fountain Real Estate with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Wellspring with Bob Goodrum, 765-346-6661. Hello, Mike. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Give Mark a call at 765-342-4339. Livewire, Tommy Walls, Electric Consulting, 765-792-4012. Beth, did you go last night? Peter? Were they all out there? Tommy and all of them? I should have went. I feel bad. Stid's Comfort Systems. Call Caleb Stid. 765-346-0195. He just took care of my furnace and my AC because it died on me right during the hottest day of the year.
Your basement.
I don't where the doll's at. I don't like to sweat when I sleep. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. Let's not forget our girls at Hometown Nutrition, 765-315-0738. Protein shakes, iced coffee, boosted teas, and smoothies. Of course, Drink the Creek started yesterday. 12 concerts, 26 bands. Next week? One next week? I think there is. I think it's Thunderstruck. May 27th, Thunderstruck, AC/DC, and Jump Van Halen Tribute Band. Starts at 5 p.m.
Any Mooresville or Martinsville concerts?
Nope, we canceled all of them. Downtown summer concert series for Martinsville. The next one is the 25th. That is Groove Smash. I think that's on a Thursday. They did that one on the Friday. I think the rest are on Thursday. Mooresville summer concert series. They did one Friday night. The next one is Friday, June 9th. That's Big Roscoe and the Hammers.
Good one.
That is a good one. It won't be long till the fair concert.
Get your tickets now.
Yep. RD Productions, WCBK, everywhere but Portsmouth.
Not here. We don't do that.
All right. I better get my cheat sheet back because I forget names. I'm old. I got a birthday next week.
I'm going to call you Daniel.
Well, we have guests from Horizon Hillside in studio, and we're going to let Tracy Rollison. Did that right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that close enough?
Close enough.
It'll work. That's as good as it's going to get
perfect
tonight. So she's going to introduce a couple people to you, and we're going to go over some things. So Tracy, how you doing, dear?
I'm pretty good tonight.
We thank you for coming in and telling us what's up. But you got a big play coming up. Can you first tell us about what you guys do, where you're at, and then we'll introduce your folks here too.
Yeah, we are in Brooklyn. We are Horizon Christian Fellowship of Morgan County, and we meet in the Sika Campground, Church of God Campground. It's like a summer camp, not like an RV camp. And they have a big, beautiful building that has a Broadway-sized stage on it.
This is in Brooklyn.
Surprise, surprise. Yep.
I don't know where that's at.
Yeah. So I have with me Nathaniel Pruitt, who is a producer. He's a ministry liaison, and he also plays one of the characters in the play. And then this is Sarah June, who is also another character in the play in our connection to you. She's working with me on publicity.
We're familiar with Sarah. Normally, her head shaved. When we see her.
And it was perfect timing because now her hair is just exactly the right length to play the character that she's cast in. So
mine is not. Mine is very much a little too grown out.
Yes.
So, you have a award-winning play that you guys are going to put on, correct?
Yes, we do. We have 7 Keys to Baldpate, which is a comedy, also known as a farce, mystery melodrama. It was first put on Broadway by George M. Cohan, co-wrote it, adapting a book from the guy who ended up going on to write the Charlie Chan mysteries. Back in the day, Broadway was just like vaudeville, just little act, skit, followed by act. The modern musical hadn't been invented yet. George M. Cohan was the guy who did that. He's the guy, if you've heard I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, he wrote that song. He was one of the most prolific and award-winning actors of early Broadway who turned it into what it is today. And this was his smash mystery hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's been, oh goodness, you want me to tell all the different places and things it's been?
You don't have to do that, but it was made into 7 movies?
7 movies, yep.
And the most recent one was 1988 and had Vincent Price in it?
Yeah, Vincent Price and, Count Dooku. Yeah, it had Count Dooku
Christopher...
in it. Not as Count Dooku. Christopher Lee.
Yes, Christopher Lee.
Count Dooku doesn't help.
You
No.
cannot tell we're
Unless
nerds
you're
here.
Star
You can't
Wars.
tell it all.
Yeah, didn't help me there, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing these videos with keys missing around the county. I noticed that. I see that online.
Yes.
So,
I lose my keys all the time, but it's not the same situation.
Missing.
Hidden, I
so
stand
I
corrected.
personally hid 14 wooden keys around Morgan County. I actually hid 7 in Mooresville, 7 in Martinsville. All of them but one is in a mom and pop shop type place. They're not in a field. They're not in a Walmart. The one that was not in a mom and pop shop was the Holiday Inn Express, which was found by Jess New. Yeah. Or wait, hold on. What? Janice Wiss is the one who found that key.
Okay.
But the rest of them are in mom and pop shops. We've had one in Candy Kitchen. We've had one in Krypton Comics. Gray Brothers Cafeteria. Who North America. Fabric Care Cleaners in Mooresville are some of the places that the keys have already been found.
Okay.
But there are still 7 missing. If you find one of the wooden keys, you get a free ticket to our show.
That's what I was going to say. What's the reward?
They get a free ticket to our show.
Do you get to keep the key?
Yes, they get to keep the wooden key.
You have to post.
We did have one lady, she didn't want to keep the wooden key, but she's still getting her ticket, so she gave us the key back. But the deal is, if you find the key, you have to post a selfie with you and that key underneath the video clue for that key. I have been, because you
That's
guys
a lot
won't.
of instructions.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
guys won't let me share the videos, so I decided to text them all out, which was a pain.
Wow. Time out.
That scolded me on it already.
we're going to address that right now because this happens every day.
Yeah, you're fine.
Because if I let you show a video of your church, and I hate doing this to church
Yeah.
especially, but then someone wants to show their whole service on Sunday online.
Yeah, and it's good. I understand
we
the
can't
rules.
do that. You know what I mean? I hate
Yeah.
doing that. I try to kill every other video that comes on there. Sometimes
I
catch
understand
them,
the rules
sometimes I don't.
completely, and I get it. So that's why I decided to type them out. So
Thank you.
because that way people can try to find them.
It's not me being rude.
No.
It's-
I got it when she explained it to me.
But yeah, and if they
That's
go,
who doesn't like the rule. Trust me.
if they go to our page,
she told me about it when she was telling me.
Yeah.
yeah, it's our cast that is giving the clues and our production staff. So I think I'm the only person who hasn't done a clue, and that's fine because I'm really busy
I mean,
with
we
lots of
did a
details.
production video. I'm gonna grab you now.
Yeah, oh no,
Myself out.
but anyway, it's our cast and actors, and you get to see some of their personality.
Right.
And it's just fun. We recorded them, I think, 2 or 3 different locations, so it's just kind of fun.
So, switching gears a little bit, how many plays have you done or theatrical events have you been a producer over?
I have been on production staff for goodness
So
since
this isn't
the
your first
eight.
go-round?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Most recently, I either directed or co-directed 2 shows for a theater in Canby called In His Light Players that we're in a very good relationship with. They're loaning us things and giving us things and stuff for our show. I was on the board for 7 years with Agape.
Okay.
And they've won area-wide awards. I was on their production staff in all kinds of different capacities, whether it was publicity and marketing or assistant director or just as board member doing different things. It's been a long time. My background, I first was exposed to theater when I was 4 years old. My mom was not a professional, but she had been involved in theater. And I was involved in theater in high school, and then in college, my minor was theater, and I actually studied for part of my
So it's
graduate
in your
degree at
blood.
IU.
You-
It's been a long time.
We had members of the cast of the Rose Wagon, if you remember them putting the show on here in town.
Yeah.
And the gal that was doing it, I think that was her first or second play she's ever done in her life, movie. She's
Oh,
ever
wow.
done in her life.
Wow.
So yeah, she was a bit nervous at times. So
Yeah.
The director?
yeah, yeah. So that's why I had to ask. I was like, "But you
Yeah.
seem very."
Yeah, I've
Second
asked.
nature to me at this
We have
point in
more
time.
people on staff than just me. I've got an assistant director, a production assistant, a tech director, sound, lights. We have all these people, and of course Nathaniel as a producer. All these ideas, and that's one of the things that we just love about this. And one thing that we emphasize with our company is the community of it. That is one of our biggest focus. People supporting each other, uplifting each other, and we are amateurs, most of us. But amateurs, the root of amateur is to love. So we're doing it for the love of it, but that doesn't mean that we're not doing it as professionally as we possibly can.
So the script, you're basing it off of
We
prior.
took, actually George M. Cohan's original script, which he adapted from the book. That's why I needed to bring my bag in, because I have the book and the script in my bag that I was going to show. He adapted it from the book with the author of the book.
Oh, okay.
We took it further because it's been turned into movies.
I was
And
going to ask, how tight are
things-
you with the script, and how close do you follow the original compared to the movie?
we are following the original script very, very closely. However, we did adapt it just a little bit because it's been turned around so many times. There are things that we felt like, for a play written in 1913, there are expressions that people don't use anymore. They're kind of hard to understand, so we cleaned them
But
up.
I think that would make it fun.
We adapted it. I went over that script about 11 different times, just with a fine-tooth comb, and I still missed some things. But just adapting it. And we also took a little bit from another production that we thought was a really fun scene, and kind of stuck it into this one with some adaptations. It's not long, but it's just a really quick little fun thing. And we added back in some very old-timey expressions because, this is in a church. So that was on Broadway, and even in 1913, there was still quite a lot of language that we just thought, well,
Probably best not suited for the
yeah,
church.
we might want to just tone that down a little bit. And so we've got people saying horse feathers and gadzooks, and Great Caesar's ghost is a big
Consarned
favorite.
is one of my
Consarned, yeah.
Have we introduced you guys yet? Either one of you guys? Let's do that real quick.
yeah.
I don't know if we have.
Sarah, you go ahead.
I'm Sarah June. I actually found the auditions for this company on, I don't know if it was Watchcat or Porch Time, but I just saw a listing for it and found it. I have acted in Mary Mac Players, and then I was in theater all through high school.
I think you found those on Porch Time.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not 100%.
definitely.
It was just somebody tagged me in the post,
Right.
and I was like, why not? It's like I was actually in a dark spot in my life, and I thought I need to try to save myself. So I decided just to go try to find myself because I always loved theater and try out.
So you never acted in a play before?
No, I have. I
Okay.
was in The Miracle Worker in 2019 with Mary Mac Players here in town.
Okay, but not on this level? Is this
Not on this level. I have a bigger role in this than I did with the first play I was in. But the community and the group of people, they're all heartwarming and welcoming, and it's a good group of people to work with. And like, I was supposed to plan out a monologue for trying out. I wrote a monologue. I had it ready to go and everything. I got in front of them, all the words left me, and I just spilled out what was on my sleeve, basically. And I don't even know how the heck I got the role. I really don't,
It
but
was effective, whatever it was.
yeah.
I remember that you came in and you were wearing a jacket with a logo that I really appreciated from Full Metal Alchemist. But I remember you coming in and then you did something that I'd never heard before. You know, I'd been in a couple auditions, but you did something that was not only, it was more than organic, it was personal, which was really special to see. I saw you come in and like, okay, I like her. It's gonna be fun, and I was right.
Yeah.
And you guys helped me open back up from the closed person that I was.
And it's been a wonderful thing to see. And she has been such a hardworking, enthusiastic. Well, our whole cast really is, but she has just something. She just has something really special that we
meaning to above and beyond.
Yes, she really does. She really does.
Well, I found you the printer for the flyers because everywhere in Indianapolis you were finding it was too expensive. I'm like, I'm in a small town. And she goes, what? And I was like, we have a printer.
Yeah,
and
we
went over to Keller's office supply here in town. He quoted her a way less price for everything. And so the flyers have been printed here. The playbills for the show will be printed here in Martinsville.
Good.
Yeah, and we really want to support the community, and we want to be part of the community. Because, I mean, really, when we were talking about this, when they approached me a couple years ago about starting a theater, one of the things that he and I talked about was we want this to be a community of people, not just a place where you just come, you do a show, you leave, and not just a place that is just here sitting on its own and not connected to the community.
So you're planning on more after this, correct?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
We have a Magicals dinner and that we're planning
That's
on
gonna
doing
be
after
great.
this.
Yeah.
Well, as we spoke earlier off air, the new theater on the square that's coming to town, it's not a movie theater, it's more of a theatrical place, which I guess they said they could buy a screen and pull it down and show movies there.
Yeah.
But the stage, I think, is going to be equipped for.
I saw the plans. It looks really
theatrical.
cool.
Yeah.
It looks really, really cool. And I've been the person that has had to hunt for venues for, especially for Agape, because they don't have an actual space. So I have been all over Indianapolis.
Franklin has
and
a nice amphitheater. I don't know.
yes, and they're extraordinarily expensive to
Well, yeah.
rent.
That's,
and they
that's what you're going to run into.
Really.
I was going to ask you that if you don't mind funding. How do you go about funding the play? And you have sponsors?
I've
Yes.
actually been handing sponsorship flyers around here in Martinsville. Some have been handed out in different areas by other actors, trying to get sponsors to help us with this show. We like our ticket sales. Every time we sell a ticket, the form we're using, the funds are available to us the next day, so we can buy the lights and the paint and the trim work,
Cats.
the stuff to fix that chair that is about to cave on me, and I do not like that chair.
It's all expenses. It all adds up too, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, who's the star of the show? Can we ask that?
His
Absolutely.
name, okay, I don't like the idea of stars. I've seen people in other productions built up as stars, and I feel like stars destroys community. It fosters
Essential
jealousies. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
But essential character is William McGee, a writer, and he is being played very well by Darby Keir,
Gosh, yeah.
who is an actor who has been in Indie Bard Fest numerous times. He's a young guy. He's probably, 26 or 7, something like that.
He's
been
27.
Civic Theater. He's performed at Booth Tarkington Civic in Carmel in Shakespeare. He's really, really good. He happens to be somebody that I've directed or been on staff, the production team, in a bunch of shows for about 7 years now.
Wow.
So he's just really, really good, and he's a lot of fun. He has great ideas, and he himself is a director, so that makes it fun too.
How many actors or actresses play?
19.
19 people.
19 people. However, not all 19 are on stage every night. We have one character that came, one person that ended up is a student at IUPUI, lives out towards Monrovia, but he found out he had to take summer classes, and then suddenly he couldn't do a couple of our performances. And we were lucky that I've been doing this long enough that a guy named Aiden Potter, he's been on stage for about 7 or 8 years now. He's very talented. And he was able to jump right into that role. So he's doing those 2 performances, the Thursday nights. And yeah, so that made it happen.
You have a professional actress in here with you right now.
Yes.
We've not introduced her yet.
Yes, her name is Gemma Rollison.
You want to sit up here and talk?
I'll trade you.
Can we switch?
Hi, my name is Gemma.
Hi, Gemma.
I was most recently at playing Anne Frank at Civic Theater. That was a pretty cool opportunity.
That's a big deal there.
Yeah. And here I am helping with this production of Seven Keys. I'm helping with hair and makeup, and also set design. Painting all the
Production
backdrops.
artist. She's turning a sticker. I don't know how to describe it. A vinyl library sticker it's kind of cartoony, that was used for Beauty and the Beast, or I was prop managing that actually. And she's turning it into a 3D realistic looking thing. And then she's also going to granitize the fireplace if we have time.
So how long have you been an actress professionally? And give us a little bit of history about yourself, where you're from and all that.
Yeah, so I'm mainly the south side of Indy is where I've been doing stuff. I've also, of course, been in Carmel.
Well, downtown too.
Downtown, yes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun being downtown.
Downtown Indy, that is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was the first question you asked me?
A little bit of history about how you got into acting.
Yeah,
And what
sure,
your motivation
sure.
was.
Yeah, so professionally, I've only been acting for 2 years. Started with a murder mystery cafe, which is a whole lot of fun to do.
But we've had something like that down here.
Oh, really?
They did a play a few years ago at the auditioned for a role and got it, but it was through the people that do
Mary
the
Mac Players.
Mary Mac Players. I didn't mean to cut you
Cool.
off, but yeah, it was
You're fine.
it was in the we were knights and there's a big feast. And
They did like a medieval dinner, and it was
That's
like
kind of
a-
what
it's a real long name of the movie or play, and I
I cannot remember.
tell you how much I think.
And
That's what a madrigal dinner is kind of like,
Yeah.
and that's what we're doing at Christmas.
like it's a big feast with
Right.
seasoned actors in the crowd, and you know.
And then, like, our local high school actually has a madrigals group that
Right.
just sings around Christmas time, but they do the dinner as well. There's different forms of madrigals. Like, the way the high school does it is more musical driven, and they'll still have the feast and everything and a little bit of ad lib. But then there's also theater groups that'll do it more ad lib. There will still be the music and definitely the feast.
And you're planning something like that around Christmas.
We are. It actually, he is writing it. He is a composer. He's a polymath, if anybody knows what that is. He's a composer, actor, writer. His main thing is he really is a writer. And originally, he was cast as William McGee, double cast with Darby. And for various reasons, he had to step out of that role, but he's still in the other role as Bentley. But he is actually the other professional actor who's in the dinner
We
theater
do
with
the
her.
murder mystery cafe together.
Very cool.
Yeah. I
Very
hope I
fun show.
didn't do anything wrong by outing you as a professional actor too.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So just a bit about my background. I've been acting for about 8 years now. I started with CGFAA. That's
Center Grove.
Center Grove.
I was going to say, you're going to have to explain that one to me.
You're all right. I've been in multiple different shows. I've been in over 20 productions, but
Theatrical.
yes.
No movies or anything
Yes.
like that.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We're working on it. I played, if you've heard of Les Mis, I was young Cosette, young Eponine. I was in Annie. I think I was just an orphan in that one.
Da-da-da.
Pirates of Penzance.
There you
I
go.
played Kate.
Okay.
Just all my recent roles are just completely
Oh,
flying out of my head.
Kathy Selden, Singing in the Rain.
Oh, Kathy Selden singing.
Marion
Ray,
Peru.
So can you sing?
Music band.
Also?
Oh yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do all three.
So she's got it cut now.
Yeah, she's a 2022 Great American Songbook Ambassador.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Lots of accolades. It sounds like you got a good help and a lot of good people working for you on this. So.
We do. We
Now,
do.
are you sticking around, or is she part of the crew now for good?
I don't.
Or are you going to go back up north and do your own thing back up?
For right now I'm sticking around. The show is rolling around pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm hoping after the show to get back out there and see what opportunities for me.
Right. Speaking of the dates of the show, June 8th through the 18th,
Yes.
and it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday only. Is that
Mm,
correct?
it's
Friday.
I
Thursdays.
stand correct.
Thursdays
Thursday,
this
Friday,
way.
Saturday, Sunday.
And then on
And-
the weekends, we're doing double shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Father's Day. We have one Father's Day show.
double shows. Is that a bit of a rush?
We're
Is
doing
that
one
tough?
at like 3:00 and
It's
then the
a
other one at 7:30.
blast.
How long does
on
the
the
show
same exact
last?
day.
A couple hours.
Couple hours, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 2 hours and it is fun. And I have to tell you, our cast, when they didn't know what this show was. I mean, nobody knows what this show is because it's 100-some years old. So they show up and we start doing callbacks. For people who aren't aware, you audition and we try to do things as professionally as possible. So you do the audition and then you're called back and you do chemistry readings to see how different people sound together in a scene.
And that was the first
To
night
find
I
people.
came because that was the night I found you guys.
Yeah. And so we're doing callbacks and people are laughing so hard they can't get through the scene.
Mhm.
And then we watched, I think it was a 1929 or 1935 because it was on YouTube. So we had a party. We watched it as a group after we finished casting.
So if somebody wants to see this, they can YouTube it.
Mhm.
But it won't be the same.
It won't be the same.
Every single one they change
But
something.
we still have
Yeah,
an idea.
They get an
Right.
idea.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the 1929 is maybe the closest to our version, but the silent film in 1917 is kind of close. But they've just had a blast. We've done a lot of improv exercises as a group, so it wasn't just straight rehearsals because we've got all these seasoned people, but we've also got some people that have never been on stage before.
Wow.
My husband's helping out, and he's never been on stage before, and I kind of tricked him into getting in the show because we needed a
Tricked
small
or
role.
forced. Now let's be honest. Both.
She said she needed somebody to fill in a couple nights, and I called him and I said, "How pretty do you think I am?" And he goes, "What am I doing? And why is this gonna hurt?" I was like, "Okay, talk to you later. Bye." And
So we've
cracked
actually
it
got
up.
like
Forced, you're ugly. Getting on stage.
there's actually a guy from Brooklyn who's in it too. And again, it was because we needed somebody. So that's why we ended up with 19 people. There are several people in smaller roles that are newer, but there's one guy who is in one of the bigger roles, and he's brand new too. Actually, two people that are bigger roles.
I will say,
Joe says that I still haven't forgot you for that. So
Yeah, that's my husband.
forget.
Thank you, Joe.
this really is a great place to learn if you're a beginner for sure. We take all kinds of actors, actresses. There's a place for everybody.
It really is.
Very cool.
There really is. There's some places where you go, and unless you're part of the group, you can't really get a role. And there's other places where they want to see only very professional people, and we just want to include everybody at a level that helps them grow and helps them feel part of the group.
If you've never done it, I actually, like I said, I auditioned for that role in the name of the movie, but I got it,
Mhm.
and then things. I have a real job. I work in aerospace, and this for fun. So my job there was demanding at the time. So they were training and practicing and reading script Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. I was like, can't do it. Couldn't do it. So
Mhm.
I had to back out. I felt bad, but one of these days I want to try it again on something. But if I can ever remember the name of that, but it was really good.
I know Caleb Pope.
Caleb is the one that
Caleb
put it on.
directed it, and Zach Spear helped with it.
Yes.
And everything. I wanted to try out for it, but my work schedule I had at the time, I just couldn't. So I
They
didn't
rented
try
a
out for it.
tent and had tons of food
Hmm.
over. They put it in the main connection.
Yeah.
And they had a falconer coming and a bunch of. I mean, it was everybody was dressed in that garb, and I was just.
It
I
was
was
a
gonna
lot
have
of
to
fun.
wear
I did come to
mesh
one of the
and-
shows. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed I didn't follow through with that, but I had no choice.
Well, I noticed a comment that has scrolled by since they said they like live theater. And I just want to encourage people, if you haven't gone to live theater, it's different than going to a movie. Of course, you can't do all the special effects, and if you can pull something off, it's marvelous when you pull off the special effects. But there is an immediacy to live theater because the actors are focused on stage because they're supposed to be, we call it being in the scene.
Sure.
So they're focused on their character and becoming, if you see The Masters of Disguise with Dana Carvey,
Yes.
becoming another person. Yeah, here we go, Nathaniel Scott. And that's what they're supposed to be doing as actors. But at the same time, they're getting feedback because you don't want to talk over, like, you say something really hilarious, and then the audience cracks up, and then you can't hear the next like 3 sentences the
Right,
actor
how does that
says.
handle that? Do you
So if
wait
you
for the
all of a
pause?
sudden
You wait.
hear somebody laugh, like hear the audience laughing, you kind of just pause back
Yeah.
and just wait.
But does that ruin the chemistry of the moment or the flow of the?
No,
It doesn't
not
really,
really.
but
Dialect?
there's sort of a rapport between the actors and the audience that happens because they have to kind of be listening. And the more experienced actors, they learn to just kind of ride those waves
Sure.
with the audience.
Makes
But
sense.
and it's something that you grow into as an actor, and it's something I know I've said it during rehearsals several times. They're going to laugh at that. You're going to need to pause there.
Take a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's told me that a couple times about things that my character says and everything. And my biggest one is like stay in the character and everything, no matter what I do. But I'm a klutz walking a straight line anyway, and the way our stage is built is there's different levels. So my biggest thing the whole time I'm going to be doing this is I'm praying that I don't trip down those levels like I do every single practice. You can ask these guys, I either trip up them or back down them.
That would be my fear, doing something like that.
If I fall, I fall.
Well, is there anything else you ladies would like to add? Discuss real quick.
Do you want to talk about the Father's Day thing? You want to mention that? Since it was your idea?
Switching out again.
Yeah.
Over. Tag me in. Yeah, so for Father's Day, and I don't know why I said and, but for Father's Day, what we are doing is if you purchase your tickets at the door, the father of your group, whether it's you, the other parental bringing the father gets in free when you buy a ticket.
Yeah. Oh, also tickets are $2 more at the door. So you can
How
buy
much are the
tickets or
tickets?
links. Regular seating is $12 online. VIP front row is $15.
It's 13.
Oh, it's 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
13, and then students and seniors are 10.
Yeah, students and senior 10, and then VIP front row are 15, and that includes free popcorn. We also have VIP tables at
So
the
for
back.
$1 more, I get popcorn. Is what you're saying? I can work that.
Well, it's $2 more, but
Yeah.
at the back there's tables for 8, and that's 150, right?
Yeah.
Seats
You just
is
set that up, so I'm not sure. I remember.
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
Somebody
it's
decided today,
150,
so I got on the site
but you have to buy the
buys-
whole table.
Yeah, that buys a whole table of 8 seats. You have your own table that you sit at, and it has the premium seats that we have available, and it also comes with the
Water and
the
popcorn.
water and popcorn.
And where can I get the tickets at? If you said something about online, or
It's if you go on Horizon Hills side
Beth posted
Facebook
that.
page,
Yeah.
basically every Club video I've posted, every ad I've posted, there is a URL link. Click that, and it'll take you right to our ticket platform where you can buy tickets. Like we said earlier, we're still looking for donations to help us get our lights and our sound.
And there's a link on there too. You just
there's a
click the
link.
tab.
like
but-
when you go on that site, you can do the donations as well.
Now, is this information on the flyer that you're going to
Mhm.
have?
Absolutely.
And you're
Yeah.
gonna
So
send
the
me a
flyers
copy of that?
actually have like a QR code on them.
That's what
Just
I was
scan
gonna
the
ask you.
QR code, and it'll take
Yeah.
you right to the site.
Okay.
I have flyers around town. If you see them, just scan the QR code. You'll
Yeah.
every place that Key has been found here in town does have a flyer.
We
That
also
QR
have a
code stuff works.
auction. We also have an online auction going on, but it's not that link. There's a different link for that. But if you scan through the pictures on our page, you'll see things like auctions for motorcycle leathers, for jewelry, and
Automotive
Mary.
services.
So
For
automotive
automotive
service.
Jason Dave Freight card from the weekend before he died.
And I think we may have some antique golf clubs coming up too.
So, and the proceeds are going to you guys.
Going
Direct
straight
donation.
to us, and we get 100% of the proceeds
That's
from that
fantastic.
platform. So yeah, and nobody's getting paid for this. So this is
So
you
is this
know,
all voluntary?
this is
No-
all
It's a
voluntary.
volunteer effort.
Yeah.
Our
Yes.
long-term goal is to actually build a larger amphitheater for the community at large to use. But you know, this is one step in
Now
a
you say
long
community,
journey.
you mean Brooklyn area or Martinsville area? Wherever.
Brooklyn, Martinsville, Morrisville,
Wherever,
because
yeah.
of where we're located.
'Cause we're kind of in the
Work for
middle.
a lot of
They
people.
didn't realize when I started with them that there was a theater here in Martinsville because it was so small. And then
Oh, I
since
knew
I've
about
gotten
Mary
them
Mac,
used
yeah.
to
Now there's two
Merrimack.
two stages,
and then
Yeah.
now we have the new stage coming.
and then the new theater. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we're very, very open to because we're already cooperating with a couple of other theaters. A lot of they, In His Light Players in Canby gave us like 3 truckloads of like theater items, furniture, backdrops, stairs, just all kinds of stuff that we
Fireplace.
needed because we were starting up with no funding whatsoever. So
Wow.
they gave us a whole bunch of stuff. So It
Jenna
really
has your
helped.
flyer right there.
Thank
Oh.
Thank you, dear.
A Christmas present early.
That's a big flyer.
She gave you the poster size one, and then there's little ones that
I'm
are
gonna
going
just
around.
kind of slide it up here so people can get it. 7 keys.
Count them.
Now
I think there's
Paint.
8.
there
One
is
word.
one thing on that flyer that is wrong. This past weekend, Nathaniel and Tracy all talked, and they decided to get rid of the third weekend of shows just because we hadn't had any ticket sales for it, and we already had people with scheduling conflicts anyway.
Yeah.
So the third weekend is not going on.
23rd through 25th.
Yeah, that one's
Is not
going on.
happening.
It also happened a lot due to the technology available with the lights and sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there is a cost
The rental
associated with
period.
renting that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Tell me, describing the name of the show. You kept saying bald paint, and I'm like,
She's been yelling at us all time for
I'm
saying
like, in my mind, I'm like
paint.
bald paint. You know, I'm like, okay.
It's
So
like
what are we getting ourselves into
hairspray
here?
for men.
I keep
What is
hearing bald
this?
plate a lot.
Oh yeah, actors were saying bald plate.
PE.
Yeah.
Bald
Did you think it was paint?
I thought it was plate. But I didn't look
See,
at
I've
it.
heard that a lot.
I didn't look at the word though.
Bald plate?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Like our pastor has said that from the pulpit.
Give me something,
Yeah, they're
Charlie.
playing bald plate, bald paint.
Yeah, it's like Bald
No.
Mountain. It's what it is. It happens in a
Bald
summer resort on a mountain in the Adirondacks Mountains in the middle of winter.
That's what this is?
That's what it is. It happens in a
Sounds
summer
cold.
resort. Well, it sounds cold. We're doing it in June, so we'll see
Wearing
how
winter
cold
coats
it
on
is.
stage.
It was cold like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're back in the hundreds, so.
It's going to be 90. Oh, please no.
So there's a
You better
QR
have ice
code.
packs for me.
code.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
And are
that-
these around town?
Yes,
Small
I have
version?
some around town.
Not the
I'm gonna
jumbo
put some
version
more
here?
up.
I know Krypton Comics has one.
Krypton Comics
Eric's
has
got 'em.
one.
Okay.
The Art Sanctuary has some.
Do you have one you can
Um,
like send me like through Messenger or email that I can post
I already
it?
did, but I can do it again.
Did I
Dang,
post it?
Dad.
I did
No, you
post
didn't. You didn't post it. I sent it to you when I was asking you to be on the show,
Oh.
and you asked what the show was, and I sent it to you.
it. Okay.
Oh, one last thing that we totally forgot about for group sales. If you get a group of 10 people together, you get 11 ticket free,
Okay.
regular price
So
tickets.
buy 10, get 11, one free.
Yeah, and you would need to message us again through Facebook. Just message us through Facebook. And I'm assuming anybody watching this has got Facebook or they wouldn't be watching it, right?
Right.
So they can
I would
message us
hope.
through
Did you-
Facebook.
I do have the 7 names of the people who have one. If you want me to
That's
say
up
them.
to you. Are you? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Actually, you can see this. We have a YouTube channel, so and it goes up instantly, and we have a website that goes up.
Oh, awesome.
instantly.
Okay.
And
I'm
they're there
actually-
forever.
So on the flyers, there is a phone number as well. So if you want to call our phone number, if you're watching this on YouTube and don't have Facebook, you can message us that way as well. You can just text us through there or you can call.
I'm using
arrange
your
your
little
group
flyer to
tickets.
cover up the list of places so nobody sees where the other keys are.
Mhm.
But Talia Morris found our first key at Candy Kitchen. Elizabeth Huckleby found it at Krypton Comics. Janet Weiss found it at Holiday Inn Express. Sherry L. Pruitt Curl found it at Who North America. Deborah Fry Lundy found it at Fabric Care Cleaners. Jess Newman found it at Centerbrook Drive-In. And Elena Mills found it at Gray Brothers Cafeteria. There is still 4 in Mooresville and 3 in Martinsville that are not found yet.
So if I guess where key is,
You
Keep
have to
it to
go.
yourself, 'cause
You
someone
have
may
to
find
go
it very
get that key
pinpoint.
and take a selfie with
it
it.
looks like you've drove a certain distance and then decided to put one here just by Martinsville. So it
I
could be-
tried to
could be
choose.
very
I tried to
easy.
choose mainly mom and pop shops. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, Holiday Inn Express was. I know the manager there, Luke Pfister, and I know he loves theater and arts and everything. So I knew he wouldn't give a darn if I left the key there. And I actually left it there when he wasn't even on shift. So
Oh, and I
he
will
messaged me on
say,
Facebook and goes, "What's this key?"
one of these winners had figured out 2 keys and they were going to go pick up one, and we posted that somebody had just found it.
Yeah.
And so they went to their second location they had figured out, and they managed to get there before anybody else
Yes.
did.
Wow.
There's 3 clues per key. So
Okay.
Yeah. Progressively from hard to easy.
And 3 more in city and 4 up in Mooresville.
Mhm.
That's what
Yep.
you said. So
Yeah,
June
4 in
8th through the
Mooresville, 3 in
18th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and
Yes.
2 shows on Saturday.
Yes, on both Saturdays.
On both
yes.
Saturdays.
And 2 shows on the first Sunday.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming in. and we wish you nothing but the best. And keep us informed on what's next and things
Sure,
like that, because
sure.
we'll have you guys in then, and your professional actors and actresses here. So that'll be fun for you guys. So look forward to that. So we're going to switch out real quick.
All right.
I'm going to hit a pause, and then we will be right back as we get members of, I'm going to mess up, MeCAP. Is that correct?
Mhm.
I want to say kneecap.
Bald plate
bald
and
paint.
Bald plate and kneecap.
Thank you, ladies, for coming in, sir. Thank you very much. We're going to take a pause for a minute. We'll be right back. Greetings and welcome back to Porch Time. We are live at JTH Construction Studio, where we have another group of folks in. First of all, I'd like to thank Horizon Hillside for coming in and talking about the play they got coming up. Now we have members of MeCAP.
Yes.
I'm putting you on camera. They can just listen to me. How about that?
Steal your mic.
How easy it was. Beth, yourself? Got it?
Yeah, so
Woohoo!
you're doing all this stuff.
I'll figure.
So MeCAP, Martinsville Environmental Community Action Project.
Martinsville Environmental Community Action Project.
Yes,
And you guys have awards to give tonight.
we do.
First of all, can you introduce who's all in here?
Yeah. So Stephanie, go ahead. Hi, I'm Stephanie
She
Luchelle.
always wants to.
I don't mind talking. I'm Stephanie Littell, and I'm just a community member who.
I'm Kim Belt. I'm a community member as well and teacher at the high school.
Director.
Music constructor, yes.
I'm Josie Grounds, and I'm one of the people who entered for the contest.
I'm Luke Island, and I go to Martinsville High School.
I have to interrupt, Luke. We do a show in here called every now and then called Monday Music Hour. And if I can get you to sing the first verse of Long Black Train, because you've got that deep country voice.
Are you a singer?
Are you a singer?
No,
Have you ever tried?
Goodness.
I don't think so.
Am I wrong? Can you guys hear that?
Oh yeah.
I sing in the shower.
Expand from that. Throw a bathing suit on and get a mic. I'm telling you, that voice is like got Nashville written all over it.
All right.
Am I wrong, folks? Listen,
All right.
where's Rob at? Helms, get online. Anyway, I'm sorry. Your name again?
Luke Highland.
And you're one of the award recipients, also.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Gonna
contestant.
win.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that voice.
Okay, we're kind of jumbled up here a little.
I'm not jumbled.
So, MeCAP is a 5-year study. The 5-year study financed by a grant by Purdue from the are going to study on adults. We remember us doing a study on children last year called the Showalter study. We are going to start into a project where we are research on adults on how the underground contamination here in Martinsville is or maybe affecting adults in the city. So
Did you guys take water from my house?
yes,
That was you guys?
yes,
Okay.
no PCE or
Nothing?
Nope.
You guys already had it tested?
yes.
I never
Well, Sal's probably gonna do that.
found that out.
So Stephanie, will you talk about why we needed to do a contest?
Yeah. Well, part of our grant allows us to work a lot with high school children and teachers. One way to get people involved is start young. We'll try to get some of our high schoolers involved. Hopefully, it'll help get their parents involved. We're trying to get the entire community involved because this is so important. So one of the things that we needed for MeCAP, the Martinsville Environmental Action Project, is we needed a logo because we didn't have one. And so we were thinking, how can we get high schoolers involved? Well, we have a lot of talented high schoolers. So we threw it out there that we would just have a contest so that they could make our logo for us. So we gave them some specifications, which I have pulled up on here. Our logo needed to have our acronym, which is MeCAP. So you'll be seeing a lot of that. You'll be hearing a lot of it, hopefully, in our community. Our project name, MeCAP, it goes along with it's addressing PCE, which is a toxic chemical, and how it impacts our community. And the logo needed to talk kind of about healthy living, quite possibly. The group's main focus is air quality and water quality and other healthy things within our community. So we asked the high school students to just come up with something. It could be creative. It could have been watercolor painting, marker. It could have been any way that they wanted to present it. So
I tried to enter Beth with.
well, she showed us what you drew, and it was really bad. So.
We know none of this is.
I'm totally kidding.
Actually, it is.
I'm kidding.
Really disappointed.
I'm kidding. So we did get some logos in, and we presented them to our group. It's not just Ken and Beth, myself. Looked at these to our group. It's a group of researchers and other community members, and kind of just took a vote on which one we liked and what we thought could make work for our logo and what helped represent best. Got these. Actually, both of these work for our logo, so that's why we have them here tonight. Because Okay, well, in first place came Josie Grounds. Yay, Josie! Since you're here tonight, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell the community. There will probably be a lot of people.
Thousands.
Logo that she turned into us. So tell us about yourself and how you came up with that.
Well, definitely art is my passion. I've been in a lot of art classes. I'm very involved in like the art classes at the high school. I was the president of the art club. We've done like a few like community projects, but for the logo, I was thinking because I wanted each like letter to represent like what like that letter for the acronym like represents. So it's like the M is the Martinsville M, and then the E is like very like plant, so like it's environmental. Then the C is community, so it has like a little heart in the middle of the C, and then the A is action, so I wanted it to look more comic book-esque, so I did 3. And then for the P, I did it with like a pencil and a protractor because it's a project. And then like the beginning, so focusing on water.
Have you ever done any graphic design before? Because clearly you have a knack for that.
I wouldn't say
That's in
graphic
high
design.
demand right now.
Well, I don't
especially in this studio. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. Well, I definitely more like more of a character designer and illustrator. I do more like concept art.
Okay.
So, but graphic design, not really my forte. Not really, no.
But I mean, basically, like I could take that photo right there and print a sign off on that, and hopefully they're going to give me that contract to do that because that'll be easy to do. And
Did you paint that? Is it?
I would say, how did you do that?
No, I did it digitally on my
There you
iPad.
go. See, that works best for imaging. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I prefer to do digital art. It's what I specialize in because I'm definitely like big into like comic books, and I also like to program. So I want to make video games, so that would help in like creating sprites and like backgrounds.
You're already doing graphic design. You just go in a different direction with it, though, kind of, aren't you? If you're especially going to get into video games.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool. And she's not. I think that Mr. Belt already knows her a little bit. So you don't just do visual arts, right?
Yeah.
You do other forms. What else do you do?
Well, I also do music. I play piano. I play electric guitar, ukulele. I did Taekwondo for a little while. I did it for like 3 years. You could call that a form of art.
Now you play electric guitar.
Yeah.
So if you could play guitar, and we can get.
Yes.
I'm just putting this together as we're sitting here.
Luke had no idea what he was getting himself into. He sat down on that chair.
He's like, I'm just gonna sit.
He's like, I'm not speaking again. So
I just know that Mr. Belt knows Josie, so I thought maybe you could just about her for a few minutes.
I got the pleasure of knowing Josie just this year. I think it was second trimester.
Yeah, second trimester.
Yeah. And she sought me out. She knew the jazz band needed a piano player. So we went, she played for me. And I ascertained pretty quick, hey, we can read, we're in good shape there. But I think I'm probably pretty safe in saying that this was definitely a new art form for you.
Yeah. Especially, I'm very rusty with piano. I haven't played it since like 8th grade, and my piano teacher didn't teach me very, very well, so I'm mostly self-taught. So talk about a learning curve. It was insane. I definitely improved a lot in piano after starting jazz band. Yeah.
And give her a little bit of time with a piece, and you knew she was going to work at it and work very hard at it. And we had a concert Friday night, our last one, which was supposed to have been at the venue, and we had to move it back to the school. The rain, unfortunately. And the city was great. They really worked with us, and Mother Nature, had its way. But she was featured did a terrific job on a piano solo. So came a long way, and she's a senior this year.
Yeah.
So and just kind of got to know her. but she can be maybe quiet at times,
Yeah.
and maybe that's more because we just hadn't had a chance to have time together to get to know her.
Mm-hmm.
But wonderful young lady, and thrilled that you got this.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
So she got the first place prize, which was $150 in cash.
Yeah.
So
Are you heading off to college?
No.
Just sticking around?
Well, my mom and I plan on moving soon, hopefully up more, like past Muncie, like my sister lives up there.
Oh, okay.
So we were wanting to work together and start doing stuff on Etsy, because my sister's very crafty too. So we were going to want to collaborate together, and she's a Cricut, so we could maybe do something with that. So
That's where your design. Yeah, that's going to be good.
yeah.
That's good stuff.
Mhm.
I've got a massive printer in there, and getting the graphic design person is difficult. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
I know you don't like that term, but
Yeah.
it's basically what it is, one way or another. Very cool. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, we're so proud of you, and we thank you so much from our whole MeCAP group. I know
Yeah.
we're kind of representing tonight, but
Yeah, where's the rest of your guys' crew at?
rest of our MeCAP group.
Well,
Yeah.
they're at Purdue or University, different institutes. So
No excuse.
So we're just here kind of representing a little bit tonight. And so we also said in our flyer, when we first said that we were going to have a logo contest, we said we were going to have a winner, and that's the one that we're going to use for our logo. But we're also going to have an honorable mention. And we really love this honorable mention piece also. So I think Beth is going to try to show it off a little bit. So this is from Luke Highland. So hi, Luke.
Hi.
And Luke, unfortunately, I don't think I know you very well yet. I've heard her play piano in the jazz band. That's how I know who she is. Plus, I had her brother a long time ago. I think I had him in second grade. Was it second grade? Yep, it was second grade, because I've taught a lot of grades.
You're
here in the
dating
school
yourself
system.
here now.
I know. 27 years ago. I do remember her brother, at least. But Luke, how do you tell us a little bit about yourself, because we don't really know that much.
I have a YouTube channel with
You
my
do?
brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
What do you do on the YouTube channel?
Just anything.
Because we're going to punch it up right now.
What do
Yeah, I
you do?
mean,
What's anything? First of all, tell us more about you. Like,
I
what
can
year-
add right here.
Like, what year are you in school and all that kind of? Or what year are you finished?
2025.
No, junior, sophomore.
you're-
Oh,
What are you going to be?
I'm gonna be a junior.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So you're a sophomore now.
Yeah.
For another week, 2 weeks.
4 days.
Is that it?
4 days.
Yep. 4 days. All right. What are your favorite subjects in school?
Like, I like art, I guess.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
you in art classes in the high school?
Yeah.
Is that how you heard about the contest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like extra credit.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool. We're excited to get your logo that you gave us.
I just want him to sing. I'm sorry.
I know.
You
We're not gonna sing.
you gotta enter. Are you in choir or what do they got, Mr. Belt, that he could sing in at the high school?
I know Mr. Smarge is always looking for more males in choir,
Right.
so yeah, okay.
Especially bass
So-
voices.
Right.
So tell us about your piece. Want to share about what brought you to?
Well, I just drew the Martinsville M, and then I put like something I thought would go good on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
showing community. Yeah, that's why we like it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I mean, you act like it's no big deal to you, but I'm telling you, 99% of us can't do that.
Yeah,
We can
sure.
barely draw a straight line,
Yeah.
and that's iffy.
Right.
So-
And coming up with the idea too, like we really love the fact that our grant coming from the National Institute of Health that involves our entire community. It's children, it's adults, it's everyone. The more people that we have involved, the more that they know and they understand of what this actual project is about. So I love the community too.
Yeah,
Thank
two
you.
very cool logos, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So-
very cool. So he is our honorable mention piece. So he also gets a cash prize of $25. Well, and I think yours wasn't digital art, though, was it?
No,
Wow.
I didn't. Were we supposed to do that?
No,
No.
It could
Any
be
medium. Any medium you wanted. Yep.
What did you use to do yours?
markers.
Yeah, I thought so. So I thought that was really
It's even
cool.
more
too.
difficult, probably.
Probably.
And there's a heart on his too. I
Uh-huh.
thought that's interesting. You had a heart on yours, and you had a heart on yours, and I love that because I love Martinsville. Raised here, and I just thought it was neat. Both did that on. There you go.
So real quick,
Thank
you'll
you.
have to tell us what your YouTube channel is.
Called the Bone Lips.
Bone lips, and look at
Is
his
that what your
shirt.
shirt is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we elaborate on that on air? Is it something we can discuss?
Oh well, it's our dog.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling us too much, is it?
This is not our dog.
Yeah, that's not your dog. You know that. Now you're walking it back.
So how old is your brother that you do the show with? His
Uh,
brother here?
He's 16.
Is that it? That's him off camera over there? Okay.
Right.
So you guys just have fun with it?
Yeah.
A lot of followers? How many
Yeah,
subscribers?
Yeah, like 530,
Okay.
538, something like that.
So you guys can do videos and everything, hour long, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You guys Twitch at all?
We used to. And oh,
And no TikTok, just straight YouTube only.
yeah.
It's kind of interesting because I know she comes from a creative family. Person, and all of her cupcakes
Oh.
delicious. Got fat. And so
Remember them.
Yeah.
One of our next.
Have
auction
you
is.
have you brought some in before?
yes.
Yeah.
MeCAP cupcake.
I don't care what kind of cupcakes, just cupcakes. It's always
Well,
good.
so we wanted to thank you guys, and we wanted to present you with your award, and wanted to give a shout out to a community member, and he's helped us before as well. His name is Jason Scott. He's our local graphic design artist. He's an adult. He's helped us before in the past, and since we loved actually both of the logos that were the winner pieces, he helped us by incorporating both of the logos together to make one logo. So he used both of the ideas, both of the pieces, put them both together because they were both so good and so important to us. And so when our actual logo starts to come out, you'll see that yours.
Do you have that?
Well, it hasn't.
It hasn't been published just yet. Jason might still have some little work on it, and we're still thinking about it. Yeah, as a team. So we wanted to make sure that the logo represented everything that to represent. So he just embellished it kind of a tiny bit using your ideas, your artwork, and that kind of stuff. But we want you to know that yours, see it, it's stuck in there too. Yours is the main piece, and then he added touch too. So I think it turned out really cool what he's done so far. But Jason I invited him to be here, and so I just want to thank him. He couldn't be here tonight, but I want to thank him so much and give him a shout out because he's worked for us before for free. Local community member. So anyway, you'll be seeing our logo, and hopefully our logo will be on all our flyers, our T-shirts, our banners, our
Your sign's made by Porch Time.
our signs, everything that we have on. So you'll logo a lot, a mixture of these two, actually.
Yeah.
So we're proud of you. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time putting your pieces together. We're on here tonight. Super cool to have you guys.
Yeah.
So when you guys get your band done, you guys get together and make your own little band. We'll have you back on for Monday Music Hour.
Yeah, we'll when they're having the big interviews, we'll make sure to say, well,
It started on Porch
inspiration
Time.
was from Porch Time.
You wouldn't be the
me.
Yes,
right.
yes.
You wouldn't be the first because there's always been Rose O'Neill got her big break right here on Porch Time. So no teasing.
That's right.
She was a star before she walked through those doors. Trust me.
We are going to allow you guys to get up, and you're welcome to stay or go. We have another high school person who's going to come on the scene for just a second. So you guys are welcome to step aside, and Miss Emma, come on over.
Congrats to both you guys. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you.
I'll sit with them.
Okay.
Okay, Beth is going to sit with Emma. So Emma is here tonight because we're so grateful to have her. She is part of the National Institute of Health grant that we got. There we go.
You're good.
Cutie.
She's centered.
All right. So anyway, Emma's here tonight. Before I explain why she's here and what she's doing, Emma, just tell us a little bit about yourself, like who you are, what year you are in school.
Well, I'm a junior here at Martinsville High School. I do basically everything music, academic related. That's my area, especially band. I'm in a jazz band, concert band, winter drumline, everything.
I know, and that one's over there's karate and music and songs and everything. I barely made it through school breathing.
It's because you were playing football all the
And
time.
that's it. And I was already entered.
Maybe there's something to do with music.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you this: the recorder did me in 5th grade. So
okay.
if I had to play "Twinkle Twinkle's Little Stars" one more time, I was gonna snap. So no.
Anything else you want to say about yourself or your career, your plans, or
Yeah,
anything
what are
like
you
that?
doing? What
I'm gonna
are
try
you
to
a
get-
junior? You're a junior,
Yes,
right?
I'm a junior.
Gonna be a senior.
Yeah.
What are your future aspirations? Do you know yet?
I think I want to go to college for chemical engineering. Potentially something in music. I don't fully know about the music part yet, but I definitely enjoy chemistry. Interesting.
Where did you visit over spring break?
We went to Boston. My mom and
A little louder, dear, please.
Oh, my mom and I went to Boston, and so I visited MIT and
Ooh.
Harvard.
Wow.
Yes.
And you like
She's very smart.
you like either one of those?
Yeah, both the campuses are beautiful.
Yeah, MIT's beautiful. I know
Yeah.
that. Not that I went there. I can Google it.
I can barely spell MIT.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I do know, actually, I know Emma's family too. I've known them for a long time, and both of her parents. I know
What is
her-
your last name again? I'm sorry.
Heacock.
Peacock.
Yeah.
Your grandpa was a teacher
Yeah, he was a band director.
at East Middle School. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I know her mom's smart and loves coffee. Dad's a practical. So
Does coffee relate to being smart?
it keeps us on our toes.
I'm on the right path.
Right, Jamie? Yes. All right. And I do know her dad's super smart too. So she comes from a good family, and I know she's a good kid. And this is what Emma gets to do with us this summer. This is what here. Oh,
I have
Beth
Mary
wants
on
to
the phone.
Okay, introduce somebody.
Yeah. So, Dr. Turek is here on the phone. Place it up against the speaker here.
We're low
Hopefully we
budget
can-
here. We haven't figured this part out yet.
Mary, can you hear me?
everyone.
Hello. Hello. So, Mary, would you like to, or Dr. Turek, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Mary's fine. So I'm Mary Turek. I'm a professor of epidemiology at University of Illinois at Chicago. And I'm part of the School of Public Health. And this grant is a joint effort between UIC, or University of Illinois at Chicago, and Purdue, with Salu as the other lead investigator. And I'm very happy to be here tonight.
Would you tell everyone a little more about why we went after the supplemental grant to bring Emma in and what she will be doing?
Sure. So we went after, we saw an opportunity to get a little extra funding to fund one student for the summer to help with the project and to really learn about environmental health. And so we thought about what she would be doing, and we wrote up a grant jointly from for the investigators of the study to lead, and we got funded, which is wonderful. And so it's really, the funding is for a little bit for supplies, and then for us, so we can pay Emma a salary this summer for her work. So what we came up with as a plan is to first do some teaching to Emma about a number of different subjects that are really important to the study. So one of them is environmental health. And so I will be working with Emma on that and letting her know a little bit about epidemiology. And then another area is really exposure science. So that's Dr. Salu's area of expertise is how do you measure chemicals exposures in the environment and in people. So Sa and her graduate students will be working with Emma on that. And then and the third area is community engagement, because the way we really are focusing this project is in partnership with the community. And so we have another co-investigator, Dr. Eve Pinster, she's at UIC, and she is really focused on how you work with communities and how you engage them and get them involved in projects. And so we'll also be talking to Emma about that. But that's just a small part of what she'll do. We're going to have Emma help with the field work that's going to be going on this summer. And also help us pilot a really exciting cell phone app called EnviroReport. And EnviroReport was developed at UIC as part of, we have an environmental health center called Cache there. As part of Cache, it was developed. And the function we're using it for in Chicago is really to help people in the community report environmental problems and get them to the proper agencies to address the problems. But we want to put a little twist on it for MeCAP. And we want to use the app as an engagement tool to get more of the community involved in thinking about environmental health. And so Emma's going to help us pilot that study, pilot the app, and see how it works. So I think it's really exciting. It's never been used for a research project. So this is really a new tool that might be available to investigators in the future to help with these kinds of community engagement environmental health projects. And I believe Emma's going to also be taking some samples in the community and possibly working in Dr. Lu's lab to analyze the samples. And so I think that will really tie in with Emma's interest in chemistry and chemical engineering.
Definitely. It's going to look good on our college applications too. So
yeah.
And I'm excited to work with her too, because I know that she has to do some training that us adults have to do well, and I get to do some of that training with her as well. So some training I've already been working on. She'll probably bypass me, but drag me along with her at least. But I'm gonna get to sit with her and have some coffee too. I don't drink coffee. No. And I'll buy you a slushie or something. Milkshake.
Boosted tea from Hometown Nutrition.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like their mermaid drink.
I like all of them.
Oh gosh, good. Okay. Anyway, so while she does these things, like she hasn't really been involved that much. I mean, I know her mom and her dad they know about our projects that we've been doing, but maybe not as in depth as what Beth and I do, because we've been for a while. But I'm about ready to find out, which means her parents will learn too. I think she's an only child, so I'm an only child. Our parents do everything we do. That's the way it goes. So she's gonna actually
Mom and Dad shake their head.
Yeah, she's going to actually conduct
Or
some
not
of
yet.
these health research activities through this grant, and she's going to help our community address the challenge of and we're so proud.
Yes.
So thank you for.
Congratulations.
I didn't even know she was applying for it. I didn't know which children were applying for it. Just like I didn't know which children were logo contest. Found out it was her. I think Mr. Belt can say about her too.
I don't have anything else really. I'm happy to answer questions if anyone has questions.
Do you have a question?
I
No.
don't think so.
No.
Not
No
yet.
questions
Not
right
yet.
now.
She
Not
will.
yet.
Yes,
Okay,
you will.
well, Emma, I look forward to meeting you on Zoom one of these days soon, hopefully, as soon as you finish school.
So I'm excited as well.
All right. Well, thank you, Mary. Have a nice evening.
You're welcome. You too.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mary. All right. So, Mr. Belt, anything about Miss Emma over here?
I just like Steph knows the Heacock family very well. I do too. I've had Emma as a student for
She's
3
got-
years.
She's got fans.
There you go. Way to go! Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
But it was actually after I think she applied for this that I even found out. So I had zero to do with her
Being chosen.
being chosen
Yeah.
for this. But you know, Emma is a fantastic French horn player. That's where she got her start, and then she moved to playing trumpet in the jazz band, and now she plays trombone, and she does it all very, very well. Just very talented, and very, very intelligent too. But more importantly, just a wonderful young lady. So that all just works together to make a human being. She's also a great leader because she was one of our drum majors for the marching band this past year, and will be again going into her senior year. So she's got a busy summer in front of her. This
Wow.
project and with marching band. So really excited for Emma to get involved, and MeCAP has a awesome intern for the summer. So way to go.
Amanda says,
Super lucky.
hello all. Frida says hello.
There's my friend. Oh, hi, Frida. And hi, Amanda. That's my friend. I know, but they're all so proud of you. I've been posting about it too. So, one thing our community can do is we have a MeCAP. Literally, it's called the MeCAP Facebook page, and go over and like that because we'll give updates coming up on projects that we're doing, how you can be involved as a community, as involved as much or as little involved. Look on Beth's personal page or my personal. Keep an eye out for what else is going on. There are a lot of really exciting and good happening.
Mom or Dad, do you want to? Nope. Got nothing. No, I don't really believe that. But Chris and I graduated together.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Proud
Yeah,
parents,
something
that's
to be really
right.
proud of.
Yep. Hey, Emma, do you have?
I think so. I'm
She's
just
so quiet.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you nervous a little bit?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
But really exciting opportunity.
I mean, some of the individuals we'll be working with are extremely intelligent and very vested into the situation here in our community from a long way away, coming from Purdue, Chicago. So,
IU is involved as
yeah.
Got started. I teach first grade for a reason, and I get to work with. I know that's my joke, but I do get to be smart differently, and they want the community involved. Actually, that's what they try to treat us as equals, and it's just a partnership. So, exciting thing to do. Literally, they've become not only research too. Like it.
Now I hear you have a vacation coming up, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you guys
2
go?
weeks. Carolina.
Fun.
I'm doing Florida, huh?
No, we've been switching it around lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go on a vacation and come back and
After
get to work.
yeah, next week school and graduation's on Friday, and next week is a pre-band camp, and then I
Oh.
go on vacation. Start the internship.
Oh my gosh, you do have a busy summer.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad to have you on. Thank you for applying and sticking your out there to get into something. Probably really didn't even know what you were getting into.
Yeah.
It was a little vague, but I think you trusted that it was going to be a great experience. Very glad that you did.
For this opportunity.
Welcome. All right.
Is that
That's
it?
I think that's it.
Kevin, thank you so much for having us
Yeah.
again. And
As always, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Congratulations to you. Very nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you, and I wish you the best with this group. And they did just test my water too. So,
mine too.
and my water. Can we say that on air?
I don't know.
I won't tell them on air that my water was perfectly good. Then we'll wait for this everything to come out.
Okay.
But there was absolutely nothing wrong with my water, and we'll discuss that at a later date when I'm allowed to say it.
Okay.
Because people are going to message me, "What happened to your water?" And I'm going to be like, "I don't know. I can't tell you it was perfect." So, anyway, because they will ask me now.
Yep.
But that was very cool.
Okay.
Because you just came in here last week, last
They
Monday.
tested it quickly. Yes, they tested mine.
I told them not to take them out of the toilet, though. Beth was like, "Ew." So,
Oh my.
so you get the good water out of the sink.
Do you have any shows coming up? What is what is today?
I get
Today's
the soccer
Sunday?
coach, Mr. Willie Spina, coming in.
Oh, Tuesday?
I don't know yet. I got to clear. Remember, Willie?
Yeah.
Willie, when can you come in? Monday, no. Tuesday, no. Wednesday, when can you come in? I'll let you know. Hey, when can I come in? I'll let you know. So, he's a busy man. I understand that. But Thursday night, we're supposed to start a new show. Mayor Costin
Oh, that's right.
is supposed to come in.
But we have. Did we have a concert?
I don't have a concert. Thursday night, there is a concert.
For those.
So we'll come in at 8.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll have a show sometime this week.
Yes.
We don't know who will be on
No,
or when
Mayor-
it will be.
Willie will
but
probably
we
be
will
on
have
at
a
some
show.
point in time, but Mayor Costin will probably be on sometime this week.
Yeah.
And then got some other stuff coming up too. People want to do another conspiracy show already, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that yet. I got to do some research.
Okay.
Anyway, you got anything going on?
No.
We've got something
nothing.
coming up on June the 3rd.
Yeah.
Memorial Day, I'll probably be downtown,
Yes. Are you
So-
going to go to the
like we did
park?
last year.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then June 3rd we have well, we need to get times on the Memorial.
I'll talk to Bruce.
Yeah. But June 3rd we have Cancer Survivors Day and Martinsville Shaves for the Brave, which is a shave event to raise money for the St. Baldrick's Foundation.
Children's Cancer Research.
Yes, they're the largest private funder of children's cancer research.
How much percentage of that money goes to children's cancer research? We've already went over. Yeah. Because that's the biggest
Mike,
issue.
Is this a trick question?
No, because that's one of the things that people do is they're like, I want to donate all the money to it. And when you break it down, only like 50% goes. But for this group,
yeah.
100% goes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we chose it.
Yes. I
That's
mean,
why
they
you
have it.
chose
They
it.
have administration fees on their end, but it's very low,
Yeah.
like 6% or something.
Yeah.
That's not even. Yeah. Some
Did you
charities
get your
aren't like
haircut
that.
before you
I've got it cut twice since November. I had to.
Stephanie.
Yeah, believe
We're
me.
gonna let it
It's a sore subject, Steph. Trust me. Because this is a mop. You have no idea how much hair I have.
Sorry, Emma.
My hair was longer than yours up until about a month ago.
It was not.
That's what it felt like.
That's his
Well, then it would
reality.
be as long as Chris's.
Yeah, but mine looked
I know
like
his
a
just lays right.
complete
I know.
mop.
His looks. I mean, his is supposed to be like.
I get it in
that.
the morning and it's
Yours
like
is not
everywhere. No matter, I can wash it, I
Yours
can
is
put gel
not
in it,
supposed to be like that.
and then I can walk out here and be like, oh, look at my hair. It looks
It's
wonderful.
like Chris Farley.
Yeah. That's what I look like. I can't wait to get it cut. Honestly,
I know it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a great day.
I'm just gonna get it trimmed though. I'm not getting it shaved.
How many shavies did I say that we
18.
had? 18.
Yeah.
Our record is 26.
Sarah did that one.
Yes.
Sarah's done it every year.
No, last year was the only year.
I thought she did the
no, Leslie has done it every year.
Is Leslie coming this year?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard from her.
Yeah.
There's
She's registered.
what's his name? Joe or Hillman's do it every year also.
Oh, Stephanie.
Stephanie Hillman does it every year. She keeps her short.
Yeah, likes it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she cut it the 1 year and
Loved it.
she's left. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good time.
Do you take?
Are you gonna shave your head?
Oh no.
Yes, so we can still take more shavies. People can show up the day of as a shavie, but of course that doesn't give you any time to do any type of fundraising. So
We've had people just walk up there and get their
yeah,
head shaved.
yeah, and they can just make a $20 donation themselves
Yeah.
or $10, whatever. But yeah, if you can get signed up before then and try to do some fundraising, that's of course what it's all about. But if you don't want to shave your head, but you want to support the event and St. Baldrick's Foundation, then you can sign up as a fundraising participant. So a fundraising participant and a shavee you'll get your own personal webpage on the St. Baldrick's website. You can save that, or excuse me, share that URL with anyone, and they can just make donations.
Share the URL.
Right, Kevin? Kevin's been.
I struggle with a lot of
You can
things.
share that with others, and they can just make a donation right online. Super easy.
And there to do
Hmm?
live music.
No, but it will be going. It'll be. Let's see. The farmers market's from 9 to 1, and we're going to be there on June 3rd from 11 to 2. So that'll be going on at the same time. And Sarah's Goodies open the extra hour, so that she'll be open the whole time. We'll have a bounce house, and we'll have different yard games. Come and play, and we'll have shaved ice.
Are we?
Yes, you know that.
Not saying
Kevin
that.
and Corey are going to be serving shaved ice.
Oh, that's
It'll be-
right. We bought the machine.
Yeah, it's going to be free shaved ice. Come out and make Kevin make you a shaved ice.
See, can't grouch the therapy. Community
That's
to
right.
do.
The shaved
That's
ice
what I'm
thing
out.
is going to be a
June 3rd.
pain.
Yep, it'll be a fun day.
Are we charging for the shave ice? I think we should, like
No.
$5.
Somebody can make a donation if they want, but no, there's no charge.
I've done shaved ice. We did it out in the fairgrounds one year when I was working with Paul, and it basically became lunch and dinner for every kid within a 5-mile radius. And they literally
Well-
would come up with little paper
Right.
snow cones, and you'd fill that up and squirt the sugar stained water, and they would eat it and go stand in the back of the line. And it was
Oh my gosh,
it was
yeah.
rotation.
Well, what-
and I was like,
We're
I'm
not
this
doing
for
that.
16 hours.
So every person who shows up for the event, whether you're already registered as a participant or not, just come to the check-in table and you will get a ticket. I'll have to turn in that ticket to get your shaved ice.
You know, we're not going to hold people that
Well, we'll run out.
with the shaved ice.
I don't
just
know.
dump
We've never done this before,
bags
so
of ice in it. It starts
just make
creating
sure
shaved
you
ice.
give us some grace. So that's
Yeah,
all I
don't
gotta
yell
say.
at us. Did we get
Don't
food?
yell at
Did we
them.
get the squirties?
Yeah.
Oh, you got them
I don't
already.
know. Yeah.
Did you get
We need
them?
to practice.
Practice. They crush the ice and you make a cone. You squirt liquid in it. That's it.
I just need to see it happen before it actually happened. You know that.
I've done it though. Maybe not on that machine. Where's the machine at?
It's at my house.
Oh, so you practice out there.
No, I'll
Get
bring
Devin to do it.
No. No.
Take one of his racings. Anyway,
Okay.
Sorry to get off sidetrack there. But we can use that water. We can use my water here because my water, even though I can't talk about it, was safe.
Anyway.
It
Could
is
be
safe.
safe.
100%.
Okay.
But that comes up a lot because everybody's using the filters. How do they know the filters are working? Well, because our water was officially
Well, they test it
tested
every
now.
year. They test
Now,
at least every year. I don't know if it's
Can I
6
get
months every year.
technical on that testing? Or am I allowed to right
No, I don't
now?
know because I don't know the answer. So
Which numbers do they go by, the EP standard, or do we go to a lower standard? Because that's going to be the next question.
I don't know.
Question when she gives the
She
results.
dodges.
She's actually flying.
Kevin.
She's actually on an airplane right now, or we could call her.
Where's she
She's
going?
flying. It's something.
She on vacation?
No, it's work related. Phoenix.
Yeah. She
Okay.
travels a lot. She's
Yeah.
a very, very busy.
I just want to know about my water, though.
She'll send you.
I could email her because she sends me emails all the time that I
You
go.
can. You can text her.
She's extremely busy. Yeah. I'm curious about that now.
Oh my god.
That's gonna eat at me. I want to see the results.
Everybody message Kevin.
No, because
and ask
that's
him
the
about his
next
water.
question. Is because part of your guys' group thing was EPA sets a standard hypothetical 100 because that standard was set in 1880 or 1980 or whatever the standard was, and so but there's no. I know I'm walking on a thin line here. There's no evidence pro or con for that because they say this new stuff.
He doesn't want to.
I do. I just don't feel like going through one. So you tested my water. Hey, you guys came to me. I said, okay, have at it.
I've been drinking a lot of.
That bottle. I still drink.
Water
I still,
is safe to drink. Water is safe to drink. Those carbon filters that the city has, water is safe to drink. As far as at least as far as PCE and TCE is
according to the
yes.
EPA standards.
Yes.
That's what
Well,
they're
it's
regulated
such-
by.
Yeah. What?
It's like parts per billion.
I understand that. But that was the first question when we brought this up last time. Someone said, you're going by the EPA standards. What other standards?
Yeah. What other
can we
standards
go
are
by?
going to go by? Yes.
So that's a good question. You know that?
It's come up
yeah.
every time it's been on air.
The water is safe to drink. So what you have to watch out for is vapor intrusion. So that's why if the EPA sends you a letter or if you get a postcard from us or someone else who's wanting to come in and test the air in your home, that it's important for you to let them.
The
you
air
know?
is the more important issue right
Yes.
now than the
Right.
water.
Yes.
That is a
The
true
water
statement.
is the water is filtered and safe to drink. Yeah.
What we're kind of like a radar. PCE is different. It's a toxic chemical.
Radon is natural, though.
Right.
PC is created by the mess. Yes, PC is created by the mess that we
The
created.
concept of the mitigation system that's installed.
Right.
If
6
one is
feet
needed.
magically above your house, it goes disappears. All of them.
This is really cool because we answered a lot of good questions. We are getting a website that's being created by one of our community members, Spencer. In our website for me, a lot of these asked questions on the page has some ways that involved, or you can ask questions, or you can come to the weekly meeting. Come to those.
Can I get my air tested here? My breath test here? No, I didn't. I'm asking if I could.
Oh,
So the project that we're starting right now, that is a 5-year project,
Okay.
when we're testing adults, it will include exhale breath testing, but the participants are going to be randomly chosen. So a computer is going to choose households throughout the city of
But when
participants.
but you'd have to sign up for this first.
No, it's going to look at the entire city.
But what if they don't want to participate?
Well, we have to deal with that as it comes. But that's just how it has to start. So that everybody will be chosen randomly. Send a postcard to the house. We can't really make phone calls. So we don't.
So how many,
And if they don't answer the postcards by a certain day, then we'll be knocking on the door. We'll be trying to get a hold of someone that lives in that home. If they absolutely refuse, of course we'll be sending out to more households than what we need, right? Because you are going to have a population that are not going to be interested.
how many people you're testing?
We will be in the end. It'll be 300 people. But we're going to try.
Out of 14,000, you got to test 300.
Well, but there's 12 something in the city of Martinsville.
I bet you it's a little higher still.
You might be counting children,
Yeah.
everything else too. Yeah, well, this is just adults.
Okay.
Yeah, just adults.
I'm good with that. I think it's closer to 15, but 12 probably on the adults, yeah.
So by the end of this year, we hope to have 150 participants, and then 100 next year. And then Then the following year, we will move into the cancer study. We're looking at the cancer registry data.
I'm going to ask a very odd question. This is probably one that you two probably won't like or
Don't know. May not know.
I'm not
Yes,
being
we
mean,
probably
but this
won't
is
know.
probably a you know whose question. DNA, would it show up in your DNA? The cancer-causing agents. Because I lost 2 parents to it. They both lived in this community pretty much their entire life.
I mean, if you could find PCE or TCE.
Yes, ma'am.
We're just the
Dr.
smiling
Turek
faces.
is the epidemiologist. She's going to be doing
Who is?
Dr. Turek. She was on the phone
Oh.
earlier.
Yeah. But that won't consist of speaking with people
Okay.
one-on-one. That will just be looking at that registry and breaking down that registry to the city level from the county level, and then comparing Martinsville to other cities that are similar to Martinsville demographically, but are not known to have a PC issue, and seeing if Martinsville still has elevated cancer rates compared to other places or no, and what kinds.
Right. Especially in rare cancer.
I have lots of questions.
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something
Needs addressed.
that's going to be looked at. But I mean, like you're talking about step 50, and
Right.
they're on 2.
Right.
For all I know,
Yeah.
that's never even been looked at
Yeah.
because no one has ever even done this type of research that we've started doing.
Well, I mean,
here,
not
like
exactly
last year
because
with the children.
They did it in Franklin, very similar. I mean,
Didn't
same,
collect samples the same.
No.
way.
But I mean, the same poison, so to
Yes,
speak.
same
Um,
chemical. Yeah.
So along the same path, and I wonder at some point the testing of the DNA in comparison to the TCE PCE came up at some point. Actually, it could have come up anywhere because that was used in aerospace and automotive for decades before any of this was diagnosed as the issue. And you know, river kills and everything else. What was the movie? Aaron Brockovich. Yeah,
It's true.
it's very similar. It got into the water table out there and started causing cancer. So I'll be curious on that. I'd like to. I'd like to know that myself.
And that's
Not that I'm going to exhume my parents or anything like that. But maybe if someone
Write these
recently
down. And then when they come
passes and they can come back and they could test there and say, hey, it was in their DNA and this is possibly what caused the cancer. Now you're talking a whole different story. So, anyway.
It's part of the concern. So, talking about anybody.
I'm
who
always
has-
community concerned.
Yes. You can reach out if you have a concern. Send it to Kevin. He'll send it to me. Or
Don't
to the
do that.
researchers. That's right.
I get it.
Well, you do sit on our cab.
Oh, that's right. I am
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
So our
Have I missed
cab-
2 meetings yet?
Not yet. Our CAB is the Community Action Board, and we are always looking for members. It's just 4 times per year. We had 1 meeting, right? So we have 3 more meetings left, but they talk about
Yeah, but this is the mess that you're going to have to deal with when you get people like me just firing off questions for no reason.
Oh, now you're gonna scare.
I don't think there's no reason for your questions, but sometimes we just don't know the answers yet. That's why they're doing the research.
Normally, when they have a meeting, they'll have like 20 people in here, and I'm the one over here running my mouth the entire time asking stupid questions.
Not stupid.
But it's very vital to our community, and as a person, an individual that lost his mom and dad to cancer, his brother had my brother had a brain tumor, his son had a brain tumor. Some members with their what is the butterfly? Yeah, your thyroid messed up.
What?
Butterfly.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Several members of my family with thyroid issues, and on and on and on and on. And then this came up, and Porch Time wasn't a cancer fighting group to begin with, but when it came up that the wells were contaminated possibly, and there's plumes, and then we got involved, and then we did several shows, and we went to several meetings and went live, and then before you know it, Beth jumps in feet first, and then so here we are. So now I continually have questions.
2002 is when it was found in the well.
Found, right.
Found, yes.
So who knows how
And
long
in
it was.
2005 is when the filters were installed, the carbon filters.
Right.
We're so fortunate because there are 50. They're the only. So the EPA is coming in to mitigate the home fun site, which is by the ball fields. If your home has a high level of PCE and your vapor intrusion, like what you're breathing, it will come mitigate your home for free. But they have a hard time sometimes getting people to let them in tested, where we are begging for us to come test my home. Some people won't. It's free medication.
Well, they're scared, and sometimes it's always a rental place, and they don't know the laws of what they're allowed to do or not allowed to do. And sometimes the property owner doesn't want them in there, so because they don't know.
Breaking stuff.
All right. Any other thing you want to add? Well, Bethany? Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
As always, Beth, you want to close it?
You go right ahead.
Emmy, you want to close it?
Tell everybody about the concert for this week.
Oh, yeah.
It's this week, Thursday.
We have 2 concerts.
Who is it again on Thursday?
Prince is coming. No, I'm teasing. First of all, at Martinsville Downtown Free Summer Concert Series, Thursday, May 25th. Groove Smash, I've seen them in concert. They are a blast.
They are.
They come off the stage, they interact, they're fun. They play everything, and that's exactly what they say.
What time?
I think that starts at 7:30 and runs till 9:30.
Yeah.
So
Should be a car show that night too.
there'll be a car show downtown. The British Invasion, or 45 RPM, a snack the following weekend. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that's at a concert downtown. Now at Cedar Creek, Drink the Creek Concert Series, May 27th. Packed house again. This is the band you don't want to miss. It's Thunderstruck, AC/DC. If you've not seen them, I said it first time I saw them. If they ever make a movie like they did for Queen, this group should play the actual actors or the actual band. Thunderstruck, America's AC/DC, and Jump, a Van Halen tribute band. I've not seen them.
Oh.
And Van Halen was probably my number one band growing up.
Yeah.
So that action starts at 7 p.m. or 5 p.m.
Yeah.
7 p.m. with the main. And what is it at the door? 20 at the door, 15 online.
Yeah. Get there early because the parking 4 or 5 p.m. sold out.
Yeah, I was told by somebody they got there before 5,
That was us.
and the church was full, and they had to walk from Hoosier Harvest to because the shuttle was so busy.
Oh.
Yeah, they literally walked from there to.
It's not
what
that
time did
far,
you get there?
but it could be dangerous. So
It's
wait.
far enough
Yeah,
on a
wait
hot
on the
day.
shuttle. Wait on the shuttle.
And if I'm at Cedar Creek, there's no reason for me walking back that far. 'Cause that could be interesting. What time did you get there?
I didn't get there till 7:30 because of Devin's ball game. No,
And I felt bad.
but I had a great time.
I got there before
I got to
5.
see Stephanie. Yeah.
All right. Oh, we'll see you Thursday nights. When's you guys' next little shindig? You don't know?
A Wednesday. We have Wednesday that we're talking about MeCAP.
Yeah.
We have Wednesday. Zoom for MeCAP on Zoom at 8. They can contact us. We'll
Are you going to start getting her to Zoom in with you guys?
Maybe. I have to ask.
Probably after she gets out of school, at least.
After she
Probably
gets
for-
back from North Carolina.
Yeah, because you can just you can listen and get some good information. Try to keep them right at an hour long. So
I'm like, okay, so it's 8:56. Anybody else?
Right. I can see that. I got to go get Devin. Bye. Click. Gone.
pretty much.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it as always. Emma, very nice to meet you. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We're hour and 45-minute show tonight. It's all right. We had a couple good guests, and we enjoyed this stuff. So see you guys some night this week. Waiting on Willie, and we got to talk to the mayor still. I'm sure we'll pop on, if not, at some point in time this week. Love you guys. As always, thanks for tuning in. We will see you soon.